In the lush rainforests of Madagascar, there lived a clever, speedy creature named Fiona. Fiona was a fossa, a special animal that lived nowhere else in the world but on the island of Madagascar. She was a skilled hunter, known for her agility and strength. Fiona's fur was a rich brown color, and she had sharp claws and a long, muscular tail. She was built for climbing trees, running fast on the ground, and leaping from branch to branch. But what made Fiona even more fascinating was that she was the largest predator on Madagascar. One sunny afternoon, Fiona was sitting on a high branch in a tall tree, watching the forest below. She could hear the sounds of lemurs chattering and the rustling of smaller animals moving through the underbrush. Fiona loved to watch her forest friends, but she was always alert, always ready to hunt. As she stretched her long tail and looked around, a curious group of animals approached. Tambo the lemur, Zaza the chameleon, and Peta the parrot had heard of the fossa, but didn't know much about this mysterious predator. Tambo, Zaza asked, what exactly is a fossa? You live in the same forest, but I've never seen anything quite like her. Tambo tilted his head. Yes, I've heard stories about Fiona, but no one really explains what she is. Fiona smiled and nodded, understanding their curiosity. I'm happy to explain, she said. You see, I'm a fossa. We fossas are carnivores, meaning we eat other animals. But we're not like lions, tigers, or other big cats. We're special in our own way. Special how? Asked Peta, flying closer. Well, Fiona continued, we fossas are the largest predators on Madagascar, but we're not related to cats, even though we look a little bit like them. We're more closely related to the mongoose family, and we're the only members of our species, Cryptoproctopherox. We're known for being very skilled climbers. In fact, we're great at living in the trees, hunting lemurs and other animals that also live in the canopy. Can you really catch lemurs? Tambo asked with wide eyes. We climb trees too, but we eat fruit and leaves. I'm much slower than you. Yes, Tambo, Fiona said. I can catch lemurs because I'm fast and nimble. My body is built for jumping and climbing. I have sharp claws that help me grip tree branches, and my long tail helps me balance. I can leap from tree to tree, chasing prey or escaping danger. And on the ground, I can run very quickly, even though I'm mostly a tree dweller. Zaza, who had been changing color with excitement, asked, what else makes you special? Fiona explained, well, we fossas have very good senses of smell and hearing. I can hear movements in the forest from a long distance, and I can track my prey by scent. Sometimes I will sneak up quietly behind a lemur and jump from a tree to surprise it. But I also hunt birds, reptiles, and even small mammals. Peta the parrot flapped her wings. That sounds amazing! But what happens if you can't catch your food right away? Fiona chuckled. That happens sometimes. I'm patient, though. If I don't catch my prey in one go, I'll wait and try again. I'm very persistent. We fossas are also known to be solitary hunters. That means I don't usually share my food with other animals and I like to hunt alone. But, Peta asked, if you eat all the lemurs, won't there be too few to keep the forest balanced? Good question, Peta, Fiona said. You see, I play an important role in the forest ecosystem. By hunting lemurs and other animals, I help control their populations. If there were too many lemurs, they might eat too many plants, which could harm the forest. By keeping their numbers in check, I help keep the whole ecosystem balanced. It's part of nature's way of making sure everything thrives. Zaza, who had been listening carefully, asked, so you're not just a hunter, you help the forest too? Exactly, Fiona said proudly. I may be a predator, but I'm part of something much bigger. All animals, big and small, work together in the forest to keep everything in harmony. Without me and other predators, there would be too many animals and not enough food or space for everyone. Tambo nodded thoughtfully. I see now. You're like a guardian of the forest, making sure everything stays in balance. That's right, Fiona agreed with a smile. I'm not just a hunter. I'm part of the forest's team. Every animal, plant, and even the weather all work together to make Madagascar a beautiful, healthy place. As the sun began to set, Fiona stretched her legs and tail. Well, my friends, it's time for me to continue my adventure. I'll be back soon, but remember, there's always more to learn about the world around us. With one last leap, Fiona disappeared into the trees, her brown coat blending with the shadows. The animals watched her go.